What's up, bro? We got a podcast in the metaverse, bro.
Yeah. Who knew that this is what it was all building up to through the entire first season? And now we are here kicking off season 2 with all of you guys, a live studio audience.
Let's go. Every Tuesday.
A podcast. We didn't even know what was happening. We were 15 episodes into this.
It seems to be helping and impacting a lot of people. We'll see you every Tuesday on the Well Metaverse podcast. Peace.
See you soon. I don't know why I chuck deuces. Like I don't chuck deuces. What was that? There he is, Jason Earls. How you doing, man?
Here we are. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Tired. Well, not tired. No, I've got this energy, but it's also, I feel energy leaving my body, but also it's being replenished and refreshed.
Nice. Energy leaving your body, but it is being replaced. That's man. Can we all find that? That's how that should be.
Dude, it's amazing, man. You know, because we have, my daughter is graduating Saturday, so we got family coming in and making the castle ready for according to the Queen standard.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, it's to open your home to somebody is a big deal, but then to open your home to a whole bunch of somebody's, that's there's a lot to get ready for that, I'm sure.
Right. And again, it's one thing for oneself, but then for the Queen,
Yeah.
What's up, Kimberly Ann? How you doing?
Kimberly Ann, today's a great day to be Absolutely. Hey, look at her queuing up the happy place. That's the name of this episode. That's so great. Man, Kimberly just right on point. And Purple Tim's Howdy. That also is the name of this episode. Howdy.
Howdy. Hey, part of 50% of it is being taking place in Texas. So howdy.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Jackie, hey.
What's up, Jackie? What's it do?
See you.
Jay Michael. Let's go. Hey, what's up, bro? Break out the white gloves.
Oh, for the inspection for the open house. Yeah.
Listen. Yeah, dude, real talk. How clean would you be without your wife?
Oh, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. Yeah.
Dude, what's up, Texas? Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Dude, I know it was Steve Harvey that said, man, if it would not be for women, men wouldn't wash their behinds.
Yeah. Hey, Solaris is in the house here too. Hey, Solaris.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I think of I have even the flower bed. Let's just take the flower bed, bro. I'm working on a flower bed and thinking that it's good. Terry comes out like, yeah, that's not.
That's not it.
And I'm like, as frustrated as it can be, I'm like, you know what? You are absolutely right. I don't know what was I thinking.
Yeah. So we in our bathroom we got 2 little towel holders, and one's for my towel and one's for her towel. And we didn't even have an open house coming up. But one day she's like, Aaron, come on into this bathroom for a minute. And walked in there, and she's like, look at your hand towel, and then look at my hand towel.
Yeah.
You see any difference? Mine basically was a wadded up hand towel, kind of balanced on the ring, just kind of smushed in there. And hers just, it kind of cascaded out over the front of the ring and,
that's funny,
and all that.
So let me ask you this. Are you a shoes underneath the bed guy, at the front door, in the closet neatly, or just anywhere?
So we're a shoes at the front door kind of a family, or shoes coming in through the garage type of family
Yeah.
there. Um, we do have like a rack in the closet, or like in kind of this little storage room area there that we can put them in, but I don't put them there very often. It's we end up with dozens of pairs of shoes. Like you got to kind of fight your way through to get. I'm curious. The people watching, are you shoes under the bed, shoes at the door, or shoes organized in a closet? Let's see.
Or just shoes thrown anywhere. Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
know.
through
Like, what
shoes.
say
Yeah,
y'all?
yeah.
Let's see.
We'll be curious. We
Who
got
we
Lolly
got?
Backstage. Let's bring Lolly out and find out what she is there.
Sturm of
Can we
shoes at the
bring you out?
door.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sturm shoes at the door. Let's add Lolly here. All right, hey Lolly, how you doing, my friend?
So I got a guitar. That means her shoes
Good.
are anywhere. They're everywhere. That's
But I will tell you guys that at my house, I'm not the neat one. I know this
Oh,
is
really?
surprising. Yeah, my husband is the neat one, and he calls my coffee table a shoe rack because all my shoes are in it.
Yeah, that's a new one. I haven't heard of the coffee table shoe rack.
That's why when I can't find my shoes, he always says, "Well, maybe they're in the coffee table shoe rack," and they usually are. So yeah.
Yeah. Mostly anywhere. Jackie says mostly anywhere, but at the door usually. So
Now here's a
all
question,
right.
Jackie. How many pairs of shoes do you have at the door?
There you go. That's the indicator. Yeah. And Solaris says front door. She's a front door shoe girl.
Same question, Solaris.
Yeah.
How many pairs of shoes do you have at the front door?
Right.
If you like me, so because we've lived in every region in the country, I noticed that based off of where your family's from, that's how you do your shoes.
Okay, see, that's fair. Then I live in California. We don't have all that weather problem you guys have.
Right.
So, we leave our shoes on, kind of, sometimes.
Right. So in Seattle, because of the weather, people took their shoes off at the front door.
Yeah.
But we're never wearing shoes at all. There's that too. We just don't have them on. Yeah.
Right.
In Virginia, I kept my shoes. We kept our shoes underneath the bed. Jackie says couple pairs. Now
cowboy boots and a basket of flip. That could be the name of a book right there.
Or a bar.
Pairs of cowboy boots and a basket of flip flops.
Put that comment back up, please. Put that comment back up.
I'm trying to find it. Oh, there it is.
Something. Okay, Jackie, the deception in this answer. One, you say a couple of pairs. Like so what is a couple of pairs? Is that two? That, and then these cowboy boots and a basket of flip flops. How big is the basket?
Yeah, that's Mayhem is an under the bed kind of a guy. Plus, he puts his shoes under the bed. Under the bed here, I put them on when I wake up and take them off when I lay down. All right.
Makes
So
sense.
I love. For me, a clean room growing up is when your shoes are lined up neatly underneath your bed.
Oh yeah.
But for my wife, having shoes underneath the bed is substandard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they need to be in the closet, on a shelf, or in a box, organized.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's and we got one of those little racks, but they just migrate, and so every once in a while we'll have the great replacement where we put all the shoes back, and then they slowly migrate out again.
So what I've discovered is, even though I'm okay, in order for home to be my wife's happy place, I need to make sure I put them on the shelf neatly. And Jackie not have 4 or 5 pair at the door. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Jay Michael's in the same boat. He says he does the closet because Chris says so. That's a good
Jay
point.
Michael
That's
is
a good
my
point.
dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I
I'll
know
tell you
that.
what, it's interesting too, because there's some things that Renee's more particular about and some things that I'm more particular about. Like
Yeah.
yesterday morning, I woke up and we're sitting in the living room and I'm like, we got to rearrange the furniture. Like it just didn't like it just wasn't right anymore. You know, it was right yesterday, but then it wasn't right anymore. And then it had to change and we changed it up and it's looking good. I'm telling you, it's like the whole world is better because our living room furniture is just rearranged a little bit, you know.
Indeed.
And she could care less about that, but those shoes that build up, you know, that'll get under her skin. So
look what Carrie Joe says. She's a sneakerhead.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Look, so I have shoe holders on doors all over. Yeah, that
nice. Yeah.
Yo, Carrie Joe, you should try the boxes and put them in the closet.
Yeah.
I got to have the poop dog.
The poop. Oh, the outside pair. Yep.
Yeah.
I got my lawn mowing pair outside too, for similar reasons. I don't have a dog, but you never know when a kid runs through the yard or something.
Hey, get out of my lawn.
Oh man, I got to tell you, Jason, this is so, you know what? This is kind of my happy place. You know, this is one of my happy places. It brings joy to me to come in here, connect with you, to connect with the folks chiming in. This is a really healthy and happy oasis in the week here. I love it.
Indeed. It's it's an escape from just the busyness, and even though, exploring or navigating our way through this explosive growth in the metaverse, it's still, even in that, this provides almost a timeout, a huddle, so to speak, a time in the locker room, and it doesn't just help within the metaverse and our strategies there, but man, I found this time helps me so much in real life, bro.
Yeah.
It's whatever I'm going through, really, man, it's pretty cool. Like whenever I'm going through, or just like right now, getting the house ready for graduation, family coming in out of town, what I have going on here at the church, this provides me some oxygen. Like doing this allows me to come up for some air.
Yeah.
Whether it's here or the conversation we have backstage is always great.
Which, to the people watching, Jason just referenced this morning before we jumped on air. Jason and I had a chance privately to just chat backstage through some stuff, and have somebody in your life that you can touch base and in 5 minutes be right shoulder to shoulder, even if it's online. Just have that person in your life, because it's so important. We all go through good things, bad things, challenging things, easy things, and to have somebody that you can connect up with and have that little oasis. Sometimes it's just a laugh, sometimes it's a prayer, sometimes it's just, hey, we're going through this all together. So that's very, very important and good. So thanks, Jason, for playing that role, especially today.
Hey, next time probably be my turn.
Yeah. That's,
and if we had long enough to talk, we'd probably be there for each other, brother. Here's my shoulder, you can
yeah. I don't know. What's the beat to Stand By Me? Stand by. Yep. Doom. Doom. There it is. Doom.
Yo, that song is so real.
That's a good song.
Or Lean on Me, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain.
Bum,
Sometimes
bum,
Alma
bum.
Jean is late.
Alma Jean. Man. So Alma Jean and the team of leads that we have come together and are crushing it so hard in the Soapstone.
Yeah.
Like this group of people that are leads are coming together and making things happen. Like, so I feel like there is a season of exponential growth coming to the platform of Horizon Worlds,
Yeah.
unlike anything we've ever seen. I feel like there's this season of growth that's coming that's going to completely change the way everything happens and works.
Wow.
And with that, like, we got to be ready for that. And the systems that that brought us to where we are not the systems that can survive with that exponential growth. The people that brought us here are the people that can bring us, and our lead team is the team of people that can handle anything.
Yeah.
But the systems that we've had in place, if faced with continual exponential growth, eventually they'll break, they'll crack. And this team of leads has laid it out. And of course, in the Soapstone, now we've had many people that have stepped up as Soapstone certified mentors, that are taking on a bigger role, doing more stuff, stepping into stuff that they don't even know what's going to happen, And then we've got our certified Soapstone producers that are the people that we give the keys to the kingdom to and say, hey, you got this. Go in there and do your thing whenever it makes sense for you to do so. And then we have contributors, which are people that want to contribute to the Soapstone. So now it's super easy for them to get plugged in and find opportunities to contribute and make stuff happen. So this is it just blows my mind how cool everybody is and how everybody's stepping into these roles. It's amazing.
So cool. So cool. I love how, man, this thinks back to one of the first pastor that I had as an adult, man. And I'll never forget, he was a business guy. And he was like, he said, I asked him a question about how is it that some churches are able to thrive and some kind of stay kind of at this little small spot. And he said, infrastructure. It rises and falls on infrastructure. And so, man, with the infrastructure that the Soapstone has, or as you were about to say, the Soapstone, as the Soapstone, yeah, that's funny. But yeah, the Soapstone, man, the infrastructure that you've established there is absolutely amazing. It's as I said before, bro, it's a masterclass, man.
Well, it's funny that, we got, of course, we got Solaris or Joanna in the house hanging out here, and she and the team at Inspire have rebuilt the Soapstone from the ground up multiple times. I mean, 4 times, like complete renovations. And we've done the same thing internally, where we've said, okay, here's where we're at, here's where we're going. We're going to rebuild the infrastructure up the same way.
Dude, and I want to say this about Solaris, man, and I've thought this quite a bit, and I don't know if I've ever articulated it publicly, but man, one thing that I've really gleaned and really been challenged on by Solaris, and she doesn't even know this, is her ability to see change that needs to happen and not to settle at what things are is absolutely, it's challenging to me. It really You know, because I'll see a world and I'm like, man, this is great. It should be like this forever. But Solars will come around like, it's time to change it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, change it? Why would you do such a thing? Oh, you know.
Yeah.
But Solars doesn't think twice. Like, yo, let's change it. Let's move on. And like her ability just to hold things with her hands wide open.
Yeah.
Is absolutely trend setting is not the word. Barrier breaking is not. I don't know what the phrase is. How that speaks to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't, or well, of course, a lot of people don't know this, but you know, we had the soapstone, and it was good, and I came into Horizon Worlds one day, and there was an invitation or a collaborator invite to a world, and I think it was just called Comedy, and it was a collaboration invite from Solaris, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
And clicked on it, jumped in, and she was in there, and it was the second version of the soapstone.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I got really antsy last night, and I thought, man, we gotta change. It's getting a little stale. It's, you know, and we gotta change. And here it is. And I'm like, what? And it was so cool, so bold. It's awesome. And that's actually in the Soapstone HQ. The one that she laid out then was the second one on the little pedestal in there.
Yeah. And you think of how many people get stuck because of their inadaptability or them just simply not wanting to change.
Well, I mean, it's easy. Like, so all of us, when we look around, we see the world as it is, you know, but and it's important that we at least consider what it will be.
Right.
You know, I mean, people talk about or I've shared that with people about, like, okay, if you look at Horizon Worlds and, you know, what are they striving for? It's likely not to optimize exactly what we have and what we're seeing. It's likely to lay the groundwork for something that's going to be here in 2 days, 6 months, 3 years, whatever the timeline be. You know, they're looking ahead and optimizing and creating for something that's coming.
Indeed. Yeah, and you look at, let's see.
Yeah.
We can only hope.
Go ahead. You go.
We can only hope that many more people are introduced to not only the Horizon Worlds, but what the Soapstone in particular has to. Okay. That the periods mess me up. Has to offer. It is so many different things for so many people. I got you. Fat fingers.
Yeah.
Double space.
Good stuff. Good stuff, Alan. Yeah, it's amazing. Just this morning, I was looking back at the list of shows and experiences we have, and it's a wide range of stuff, wide range of times, wide range of types of shows, a wide range of audiences. It's good stuff happening, and man, it takes a village to do a village worth of stuff. You know,
absolutely,
good stuff. Man, good. Yeah, this is an interesting time coming off the holiday weekend. You know, I'd be interested to hear from anybody in the chat group who found a happy place to hang out with over the weekend. I don't know if that's.
Dude, it's funny, man. You know, a happy place for me. It has always been this way, but at home, we got some new furniture, all right. And so we took our old furniture and put it in the game room upstairs. And instantly. So we've always hung out downstairs. We had a pool table in the game room at one point, and the kids would play the Xbox game stations on there. But man, we put the furniture, our old living room furniture up there, and instantly that room became the favorite room in the house.
Wow.
It was strange, man. It's like my wife and I falling asleep on the sofa. My wife does not fall asleep on the sofa. I'm the one who does. But it just becomes, I don't know, I guess for what it represents, just this our family time together. And I don't know if because my kids are now, my third child turned 18. And yeah, it's like, man, these times are fleeting now.
Yeah.
The time of being this big family unit consistently is is no more. Is
Yeah.
only in very small spats of season. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I remember that time with Renee and I as we were looking ahead and seeing the last one getting close to
Yeah.
graduation. And it was like, man, we got to lock in right now and just soak these times up because it
Yeah.
does change. I mean, it's still good. Like, I mean, we saw all three of our kids, just over the weekend, and I mean, we see them all regularly. So
Yeah.
it's still good, but it's not the same as coming home from school and what do you got going on and having dinner and then watching some TV. It's just yeah, it's an oasis as opposed to the everyday.
Yeah. Indeed. Alma Jean says yes, home's her happy place.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, mine
Stern.
too. I'll tell you what, like if I'm traveling or something, even if the hotels have like super comfortable beds or whatever, when I get home and climb into my bed and like, man, that's just so nice.
Yeah, I have this. Whenever I've been out of town or had a long day, and I get in my bed, I plop down, and I actually sigh like, "Whew, thank you, Jesus."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so good.
Yeah.
Love. Lynn says, "What's up, Lynn?" That's
Oh,
Lolly.
yeah. Lolly's
She's
saying,
about to be an empty nester. Crying
yeah,
puppy.
wow. Yeah, that's,
You know what my parents said though,
hmm.
and I being in this space of being a marriage champion, my wife and I leading marriage, events and being a pastor. I find like there are two types of empty nesters. You've got empty nesters who are just what I've learned from my parents. My parents like this is the best time of our lives. We just
Yeah.
love being in the house by ourselves, laughing, fussing at each other, plucking each other's nerves, having a good time. But then you have the other side of people who place so much attention away from themselves as a couple, but invested so much time in their children that they forgot who they are as a couple and as individuals. But one thing I appreciate about what I've seen Lolly do is, as we said this last week, is that man, the way that her and her husband are just dating, going to like LA Dodgers games, and like you're like, man,
Yeah.
I see them like, man, relationship goals. God, like help me when my children are gone for us to be like Lolly and her husband, just
Hmm.
having fun together and enjoying it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And it's about that priority, are, are you together to raise the kids or are you there because of the kids or are the kids there because of you?
That's good.
Yeah, man, it's important to, I mean, that it might not even be that popular to say nowadays, but it is important to prioritize your spouse above your kids.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank all of our servicemen and women.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Uh yeah, it's funny, man. It's better for us to talk about it than for you to discover it on your own and not know what to do.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
it's not uncommon. It's
dude, that's a struggle for many, and I would
yeah,
almost say
yeah,
for most. It's
yeah.
because of what I've heard early on. When our kids were young, we only had two then. Now we have six. But somebody told me like, hey, if you don't take time for each other now, when the kids are gone, you're gonna have to rediscover who you are, who y'all are as a couple.
Mm, yeah,
And so we've always had conversations about, okay, what are you gonna do when the kids are gone? Like, what's life gonna be like for me?
yeah.
What's life gonna be like for us? If we
Hmm.
had our choice, let's say all the kids left tomorrow, what would we do? And
Yeah.
we try to have a consistent date day.
Hmm.
And and let me say this as well. Sorry to take over this conversation.
Oh,
Uh, you gotta laugh a lot together.
I was just gonna, I was just gonna say that. Like comedians, of course, like we nerd out about laughs. Like we'll watch a setback with a timer and a scratch pad and
Right.
count the laughs. You know,
Yep.
the laughs per minute. You know,
Yeah.
our good friend Rick Roberts, like he's the first person that I heard that concept from. You better be counting your laughs per minute because you know if you're averaging too few laughs per minute, then it's never going to work. You know, so
Right.
it's I don't know. It's probably laughs per day with the spouse. Count them up because if you're not laughing
Yeah.
together,
Dude, what's
yeah.
amazing is let's see, like 2 days ago, I was having a rough go at it. Just like, man, I've got this going on. How am I doing this? Not feeling like I'm really knocking it out of the park in this level. And when I'm there, I'm oftentimes wondering like sometimes I can feel like I'm failing.
Mm,
And the tough thing about when you feel like you're failing, you think everybody else sees you as a failure.
mm-hmm.
And so I feel like I didn't feel like I was knocking it out of the park. And what I've discovered is when I feel that way, I automatically think that my wife is looking at me that way.
Mm. Wow.
And when I feel like my wife is looking at me that way, it's like, yeah, I don't deserve, and I know all this stuff is wrong in my thinking, but I don't deserve to have a good time laughing with my wife.
Mm.
You know, I feel
Yeah.
like, dude, you need to step up. You need to like, man, almost I put myself on this own, I ground myself, or
Mm.
I'm tempted to
Yeah.
ground myself.
Yeah.
And to show up at the house, and my wife would show me that she's not thinking anything like that. She's laughing. She'll say something to me
Yeah.
and laugh. And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, we can
Yeah.
laugh. Like, relax,
Yeah.
dude. Like, where's that stuff coming from?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we
So
can actually any laughter, whether it's on stage or with our spouse, like it's easy for us to get in our own way and be like, you know, we don't deserve it. We're not gonna do well at it. All that.
speaking of getting
Yeah.
out my own way, I gotta have a hard stop.
I gotcha. I gotcha. And you know what? I'm gonna go give my wife a hug. She's probably on a conference call, but I'm gonna do
And the
it.
conference call. That's right. There it is, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
Yes.
Appreciate you so much. We'll see you soon. Lolly, we're gonna bring you out real quick. Jason, and we'll see you on
All
Friday.
right.
All right, my
Everybody
friend.
create your own happy space. You're responsible. I'm out.
Yeah, yeah. Boom. There it is. Hey,
Hello,
Lolly.
hello. Hi.
Yeah. All right,
So,
we're gonna wrap it, but before we do, what's happening? What's coming up?
on Friday, I'm really excited. We're going to have Whack Veteran on here.
Yeah.
For those who know her, she's a wonderful lady. She spends a lot of time in Thrive, but WAC means Women's Army Corps. So she's a veteran of the Army, and she will be on Friday to talk about her experiences here and everything that's this means to her, but also that she's invited the Veterans Administration to come in, and they will be coming in on the 20th to check horizons out for potential uses for their veterans. So I'm excited about hearing what she has to say about her conversations with them. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good.
For sure. Like it's so exciting to hear somebody that comes into the metaverse, sees it, and then looks at their own sphere of influence, their own sphere of expertise, connections, and says, boy, this is a group of people that could benefit from this, and then brings them in. Like that exposes it to them, and that. So that's super cool. I can't wait to chat with her on
She's great.
Friday. And
That's what's
then,
happening.
very cool, very
Yep.
cool. And then, of course, tonight we got trivia.
We do.
Tomorrow
We
morning, Good Morning Soapstone.
Yeah,
What's
we
happening
do.
on GMS?
We are still waiting for some confirmation on stuff, but it'll be fun show no matter what it is. And then, of course, we also have the Meta Hour tomorrow too. Isn't that tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow. Yeah. So we've got
Yep.
Thursday. Okay, so
Thursday,
we've always got stuff going on at the Soapstone. That's for sure, day and night. So hey, there's
Cal.
Cal.
Says, hey, yeah, you mentioned Good Morning Soapstone, and Cal's
And there
never
he
far
is.
away.
There he is. All right, so it's gonna be a great
Yep.
week. Gonna be a good week in Soapstone.
Yeah, good stuff. So thanks, Lally, for all you do. Thank you guys for being a part of this. This is really really an important part of my week, and I'm so happy to be able to hang out with you guys. So I'll see you soon in the Soapstone, and then of course Friday at the Metaverse show on the Soap or in Jason Earls Productions. All right. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.